Namaskar. I'm very happy to start the new podcast, and today's guest is none other than Miss Teen Icon 2024, Miss Lavanya Das. I'm very happy that she from the busy schedule has given us time, and this is our pride also that she has come all the way to be the guest on our podcast. Let me first introduce in brief who is Miss Lavanya and why I call beauty with a brain. From Orissa City of Temples, Bhubaneswar, she is the winner of Miss Teen Icon India 2024. She represented India at Cambodia and many other countries on international pageants. She is a TEDx anchor, painter, essay writer, dancer, and also, very interestingly, she is going to be an architect. She is studying B.Arch right now. She promotes education for underprivileged and provides free study materials to children living in slums. She is also the winner of Junior Model International Teen 2018, which was held in Dubai. So welcome Miss Lavanya Das. Now, I will request Miss Lavanya to give some kind of brief introduction of yours to our audience. I'm sure that they will love to hear about you and your activities.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. I'm totally in awe with the great introduction that you just introduced me with. I definitely think that this modeling journey has brought me quite very far, but still there are a lot of things that I have to learn, and I'm still just like, even today I feel like I'm that 12-year-old who didn't know anything about modeling, about pageantry, but I just started out with the support of my parents who introduced me to this world of modeling. So no matter how long I am on this journey, no matter for how long I continue modeling or any other career options, I would always be in that learning stage, and I'm loving all the new things that I'm discovering in life lately.
Very nicely explained. Now, I just could find there are a number of activities you're involved with, right?
Yes.
And all these activities are very tiring, time consuming, and requires serious attention also. Since you are studying engineering and also involved in many other social activities, so how do you keep balance with the international events and managing such kind of very important events? Must be a lot of time consuming, tiring, and demanding. So how do you manage all these activities?
Before I can answer that, can I take off this crown?
Yeah, please. Yeah. So I just wanted that, yes, our audience to see that in front of us we have Miss Teen Icon 2024, Miss Lavanya.
As per the question, definitely it's very, very difficult balancing everything out, because it's not just about modeling, it's also about academics, and I have two options in my career. Like, modeling is my passion, but architecture is going to be my profession. So I was focusing on academics as a kid all this time. Ever since I started my journey in pageantry, academics really meant a lot to me. So I have found a way to just balance it out. But again, most of the times whenever I have a modeling show, a shoot, a pageant coming up, I don't know how, very coincidentally, all the time I have that aligned along with the dates of my exams, be it my final exams or mid-semester exams. Like, it has been happening a lot of time, so even in school and even after I entered college. So I am really very thankful to God that I have come across faculties, across teachers who really support me through the journey. Like, they're very excited and very proud of what I am accomplishing, of what I am going for. So whenever I talk with them about exams or about the dates that are not aligning with my projects, they always give me that liberty, that independence to come back after finishing my show and then giving the exams later. But again, it is very difficult preparing all of the academic stuff alongside of pageants.
Yes.
But I definitely think not having such faculty, such teachers who are more excited for me than I am for myself, it wouldn't have been possible.
It means that you give credit to your family members, parents,
Yes.
as well as your teachers and all these people around with whom you have been associated with, like
Exactly.
your college, institutions, and all. So, but another question which came to my mind, that when did you realize that you have got potential to become a beauty pageant, or maybe it was you got some idea that yes, you're too good for that, or it was your parents who said, "Oh, yes, you have got interest in such kind of thing, so you should go ahead with this." Whose idea was that you should get into this kind of very prominent activities, right?
For giving me a chance to realize what I'm truly interested in, be it modeling, be it painting, dancing, anything, I would give the whole entire credit to my dad and my mom. Because since I was a 5 or 6-year-old, as far as I can remember, used to happen all these state level competitions in Odisha all the time. And every weekend, my parents would take me, they would take out some time from the busy schedule and they would accompany me to all those competitions, and I would prepare for the competitions, be it painting competition, dance competition, fancy dress, storytelling, debating, essay writing, everything. Like it was their support, it was their way of making me realize what I loved the most, what I wanted to do. So through all those competitions, I finally realized one thing that I'm really good at is fashion shows. As my mom used to just doll me up in really pretty dresses and makeup.
Yes.
Every time for the fashion shows mostly, and fancy dress competitions. So they just realized that I'm good at speaking and good at essay writing and everything, but mostly I'm interested in fashion shows. So that is from where I started my journey.
Okay.
And
That's okay.
continue.
I believe that you have to again reach to the level which now you are Miss Teen. So naturally there are other pageant shows where you will be naturally thinking of participating in due course of time, right?
Yes.
What was the biggest win for you on international platform, which you feel very happy about when you recall, and also that made your parents proud of you? What was the first international win which you recall was the biggest event or turning point in your life?
Apart from the crowns that I've won, apart from the winner titles that I've won in pageants, I think one of the biggest wins all these years has been the subtitle winner that I have been of. It has been the best national costume title. It is because that my parents and me, we have visited a lot of local auditions for bringing that national costume into life, and then we have had local auditions, and the art of Odisha involved in the national costume, which has been recognized globally, internationally, and even nationally. So all of the people are loving how the way I'm portraying the art of Odisha, the culture of Odisha internationally, and that has been the greatest privilege. And also being recognized for that very hard work has been my greatest honor.
Very nice. I believe that you have carried the legacy of Oriya art and culture, and you have displayed it very nicely on these international platforms, right? Now, the next question which I just wish to ask, what were the challenges which you faced while attending such kind of national level or international level pageants? Because it's very tough one, I believe, because for any parent, accompanying a daughter, and also again for them also keeping balance with family and for your activities, and which again are of international repute, so it must be very challenging, right? So in your way, what are the challenges which you have faced or your family has faced?
One of the biggest challenges would be definitely weight management. I love eating. So most of the pageant platforms were like I need to have a particular certain way that I needed to look to be the perfect winner. So yeah, I think no matter what everyone says, like there is no body shaming existing in pageants. Pageants are all about beauty. Still, in today's world, some amount of maintenance, some amount of basic beauty standards does exist. So I think that was one of the biggest challenges. And also, we had to be very much financially prepared to be a part of a huge pageant, because representing myself is not that simple. We had to have the best form of representation, be it in costumes, be it in my training, personal training, be it in catwalk, be it in speaking. I had to be very much well prepared, and when it comes to costumes, we just gave our everything for those costumes. So yeah, one needs to be financially stable, mentally stable, emotionally stable in order to be a part of a pageant, because there's a lot going on at one
I
time.
believe that the audience, those who are listening, this kind of feedback from a winner, they must also be getting some idea that it is not a cakewalk for anybody to get into such kind of international events, right? So now, when you talked about body shaming, you have just used the word. Let me get a clue. You know, there are different national, international events, beauty contests, no? Where the judges have got different ways of looking at the winners. Sometimes for them, it is the intelligence or the beauty along with the brain, what normally called. They don't look at the weight. I have seen many beauty contest winners from Indian male point of view. I'm talking about to us, they don't impress, right? The height, the color, the weight, but still they become international Miss World, Miss Universe, like that. See, sometimes we feel what could be other criteria where these kind of girls are elected or selected or given such kind of big win.
I think the confidence is one of the first things that we notice in a person that acts as a first impression. So that is from where the judges start noticing that one girl, because she has that spark which is not the same as everyone else. It's setting her apart. But again, when it comes to body, we need to have some sort of maintenance to be that ideal figure. You cannot be overweight, you cannot have something that is, it's not just about looks. You cannot have something in yourself that you are not comfortable in, you are not confident in. So yes, if someone becomes Miss Universe or Miss World or becomes a winner of any other pageant, they need to accept themselves just the way they are first. They need to be confident in the shell of a body that they are in. Then only they can be a good influence to the rest of the world.
If I'm not wrong, there are a number of contests like beautiful hair, beautiful skin, beautiful
Yes.
eyes, beautiful smile. All these are different subcategories of.
Yes.
These are also there, and you also have faced such kind of subcategories.
Then
even-
my last pageant, I just won Miss Charming subtitle.
That's good, because I believe that in totality, something is there where you are credited. Apart from that, there are other categories also where the contestants are rated upon, right? Now the other point, I believe the turning point in the beauty contest in India, especially earlier, it was not considered to be typical activities of girls. It was considered to be taboo, right? Probably the things started changing when Miss Susmita Sen became Miss Universe, and probably from that particular time, the things started changing. I'm right? Right in that way?
Yes.
Okay. So what's your experience? Because after that, Aishwarya Rai became Miss
Miss World.
World also, and subsequently the number of the contest winners were there from India, right? So do you feel that parents' views about girls opting for such kind of beauty pageants or maybe the contest, no? Has it changed in India, or still considered to be a kind of taboo?
I genuinely think that India has been divided into those two parts of a population, where one population genuinely thinks that beauty and the glamour industry is good for our girls, young girls, but there is again another population who are still having certain views which is by their own choice. It is aligned with the old beliefs of glamour industry being not good, being not favorable for especially girls. But I do believe that when it comes to a girl like me or to any other girl who is starting out in pageants, be it any other pageant, be it international, national pageant, I think the support of our parents is very much important, because during a pageant there is so much going on that mental stability is very much important to have, and that mental stability comes very much majorly from the support of our parents. Like when no one believes in us, it's at least our mom and dad who believes in us.
Okay.
But again, the girls who do not have the support of their parents, if they still get into the glamour industry, I think it takes a lot of amount of courage.
Okay. Any message which you like to give to all young aspirants, those who feel that they have some kind of spark and then they wish that they can also become a beauty queen or something like that at any level, maybe state, maybe national, or maybe international, or Asia, or something like that. So you must be having the lessons which you have learned very hard, which you like to share with the young aspirants. In short,
a message that I would like to share is that if you're young, if you're in your not in your early 20s or late 20s, age doesn't really matter. If you are really passionate about something, if it is not modeling, if it is some other form of career, please fight for it. There's just one life and you need to accomplish that, because if you do not get what you want, then why would someone else give you that? So just move mountains, move the world for what kind of career you want to choose, for what you want, because if you're that passionate about it, then I think the universe will think that you are deserving of it. But again, if it is about just modeling, I think training yourself comes first. You cannot just enter into the modeling industry just thinking that I have that passion and I can do that. You need to be professionally aligned with the career. You need to be mentally aligned. You need to know what you're going to face. You need to start out. You need to do some trials. You first need to work in and have some humble beginnings. Like some people might get signed up for some agencies or for some shoots, but they need to start out in a very humble way. They need to first realize that they are freshers in this industry, so they have a lot to learn. They need to have some seniors, they need to follow some industrial figures who are already there in the glamour industry. But yes, just starting out in the glamour industry with a very high expectation is not the key. So we need to have humble.
See, there's a very important line which says, "A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step." Right?
Exactly.
Okay. So, do you have any role model, or you had when you started dreaming about beauty contest? No, you must be having somebody whom you wanted to follow, or you must have got some kind of inspiration. Can you just name anybody?
I love this question. I have answered it a lot of times, because one of my role models in the pageant industry especially is Miss Universe 2018, Catriona Gray. She is from the Philippines, and when I saw her in 2018 winning that crown for the first time, I couldn't stop imagining what she would have gone through, how she would have prepared for the pageant. Like, it is a blueprint for me to follow her steps, to know what she's doing, how she accomplished that. It is very inspiring.
Okay, so I believe that anybody who is for any job, any kind of profession, any kind of business you want, in fact, I am getting some kind of inspiration from your talk, is that one should have a kind of role model who will be a driving force for you to start and then face challenges which may come in any way, right?
Because they keep reminding us again and again that we shouldn't give up.
Okay. Now, I believe that we are going to ask a very simple question now. You have become Miss Teen Icon 2024, and now we are going to see the last end of the year 2025. So what is next for you?
For now, I would be focusing on graduating from KIT University with my architectural degree, because it's very tiring and it's very exhausting. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna try for Miss Universe in the future.
Okay, that's now. In fact, this again gave me another point to ask about it. You have opted architecture, right?
Yes.
So normally, when somebody starts thinking about making professional career, and this is again this is going to add a kind of value to your profile. So you must be having some kind of future plan for your profession apart from being beauty queen.
I definitely have one. It's related to architecture only. I want to be an interior designer because lately I have realized after joining architecture that I'm very passionate about decorating internal spaces for people, because when we form a space, be it a hospital, be it a school, a hotel, a home for someone, it is something that is eternal. It stays in people's minds and people's memories forever. And there should be a reason why someone is choosing a place, a space, a room to make it their home or to make it their office. Like, there needs to be something in that very architecture. So I think it is something that AI cannot replace, having that personal touch of a designer or an architect to a very space and designing it. So I think interior designing is going to be one of my topmost priorities.
Priorities, okay. Lastly, since we are in Bhubaneswar, city of temples, Orissa, so Oriya girls, very specific. I'm not talking about, not to the national level. I'm talking about in context of Orissa. How do you see the modeling as a choice in Orissa for young girls? How do you find the future of girls? Can they make career out of it?
When I started out in the modeling and pageant industry, even as a teen girl in 2017, modeling wasn't that famous. Like, I was one of the few girls who just started out in this concept of modeling and teen pageants in Odisha. But lately I'm seeing there are a lot of people, there are a lot of girls and boys, in fact, flourishing in this modeling industry. There are a lot of modeling agencies nowadays in Odisha too. There are a lot of runways happening. So I definitely think it's going to be a promising career. But yes, during the journey, we need to have some sort of individuality within our hearts. We cannot be like everyone else if we want to be a model. We need to have something unique about ourselves to identify us, to identify ourselves in this big herd of modeling industry and glamour industry.
Okay, so viewers, you just been listening Miss Lavanya, who happens to be Miss Teen Icon 2024. I believe that she has very intelligently, smartly, and nicely explained her journey from young girl who had a little dream in the mind, or maybe in her eyes, could rise to this level. And she has given a lot of inputs also. So on this particular episode of Dil Se Dil Tak, I once again thank Miss Lavanya to be our
Thank you so much.
guest, and I wish that those who have listened her, seen her in this program, must be finding it very inspirational. Thank you very much. Bye.